Alright, man, so I gotta ask y'all something real quick, man. Is the no snitching rule really actually real? Or is it one of those rules that only apply when it's you in the situation? Because right now the fans are calling out Mr. Boosie badass, and they saying that the math ain't adding up, dog. So recently, Boosie set out to do his own videos. He got his own YouTube channel, his own Patreon, after Vlad wouldn't give him a pay raise of 40%. Well, things ain't really going well so far. They talking about the lighting. They talking about some of the things that he's saying on there should have been edited out. But one of the main things that went viral was Boosie basically saying that Gucci Mane was wrong for speaking to the police. Boosie even went as far as to call Gucci a rat, saying that he shouldn't even be rapping no more. And you know, this all ties into the situation with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, where the narrative is going around that Gucci got robbed and allegedly forced to sign paperwork under pressure by way of an AK filed himself.
Gucci shouldn't have told shit. He should not identify them for shit. Know what he should have said? When they came in this bitch, we doing this shit for his album. This is all a social media skit. We already took out the blogs to post this. We doing this shit for his album. We doing this shit for his album. And if you fuck with my artist, I'ma sue y'all. If you arrest my artist, I'ma sue y'all. Gucci know what the fuck he did. Everybody trying to sugarcoat for this nigga. He know exactly what the fuck it. And with the feds, you don't need it. Guwap, he shouldn't. You supposed to tell him, oh man, we doing this shit for to get his album finna come out. You know? Fuck all that shit. Then you go get back and put his ass up. That's what you go do. Now he can't fight no contract cause his ass in the graveyard. If you like that, you don't send no 24, 25-year-old nigga to life in prison if they convict him. Cause 40 to 50 is a L, my nigga.
Boosie just said, don't do this 24, 25-year-old young boy with a developed frontal lobe to jail and let the prosecution prosecute him to the fullest extent. No, go kill him. That's what I respect.
Where your heart at, my nigga? You was young as a motherfucker too. If you gonna play it right, man. You know, Shiesty wasn't thinking. You know what Shiesty thinking? This Gucci, man. That nigga ain't finna tell on me and fuck up his reputation, and he gonna get it back in blood. That's what he thought.
Now pause right there, because if that's true, man, that ain't no street business. That ain't just street politics. That's legal survival that Gucci got to deal with. So basically, a lot of the fans is looking at this like, hold on. You telling me if somebody robs you and put you in a situation where you could be legally tied into or out of something that you didn't agree to do, you telling me that you either just need to sit there and take it or get it back in blood, Mr. Boosie? Or is these one of those situations where you got to protect yourself, and sometimes that entails telling the laws, going to court, getting a police report? Because that's where this whole argument starts getting shaky. You see, this is where it gets interesting. The fans ain't just reacting to what Boosie said. They pulling out the receipts. Yeah, see all them Vlad interviews, you forgot some of the stuff that you did. Yeah, some of the things that came out of your mouth, Mr. Boosie. You see, in 2017, Boosie had been arrested in Biloxi, Mississippi, and they detained all of his jewelry. Now, they weren't trying to give it back. So Boosie said, you know what? I have got to extend my hand to the furthest extent of the law, and I am going to press criminal charges against whoever. I'm going to get witnesses. I am going to get people to take the stand. People are going to go to jail.
Would you still want the DA or someone else to do an investigation in the police department about a bag all of a sudden showing up because of, taking up $1 million worth of jewelry? That's a serious felony.
Yeah, it is, and we're sending private investigators down there to get all our witnesses to everybody who had all the officers. We getting all the private investigators to go down there, build our case. This is a criminal case and a civil case. So this is only the beginning, man.
Now, fortunate enough for some of the police in Biloxi, the jewelry turned up. People had a side eye. But we know that Boosie was willing to involve himself in a criminal investigation to get his jewelry back. But apparently, Gucci Mane has to be the one to take that L and let his jewelry go on the hands of ashy, dusty Memphis niggas. You see, then people went even further and they brought up that California gun case where Gucci was caught in San Diego with that pipe on his back. Pause.
Today, rapper Boosie, whose real name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., pleaded guilty to a charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
This charge stems from his 2023 arrest in San Diego's Choice View neighborhood, where police found the 42-year-old with 2 guns during a traffic stop. He initially planned to plead guilty for probation, but the case was then dismissed last year after a Ninth Circuit court ruled that it was unconstitutional to ban nonviolent felons from owning guns. A larger panel from that court, though, later reversed the ruling, upholding the ban. So now Boosie is set to be sentenced later this year in November.
You see, when they got pulled over after informant recorded Boosie with a gun on him at a music video shoot surrounded by gang affiliates, they found a weapon. Matter of fact, they found 2. And it was reported that Boosie told one of the officers as soon as he found the gun that gun belonged to his security. Now, mind you, the security only claimed 1 gun, the one that he flew into the States. Now, we need to think about this for a second, because in the streets, the rule is supposed to be clear, right? No talking, no cooperating, no pointing fingers. So fans asking, if that ain't trying to shift responsibility, then what is it? Then we have the final situation that's really got the internet in an uproar, where Boosie admitted that he pressed charges on his own brother. Not a friend, not an associate, his blood brother TK. He even said when his mom asked him to drop it because they were going to charge him criminally as well, he said, hell no. Your ass going to jail.
After he did what he did, she said, I know he wrong for forging your name and taking that money. Drop the lawsuit. I don't want to see my baby.
Hell no. Mama, you got me up.
Family will hurt you more than a best friend, bro. A best friend will be more loyal to you than family. That's why you can talk to your best friend about certain stuff before you can talk to family. Because you know in your heart that they will cutthroat you. I done lost relationship with my mom and everything. I don't give a damn. You think I'm dropping this lawsuit? I swear to God, I ain't. You know how I say it. Forge my signature on a $10 million contract. On a contract, the CEO gets half or whatever signed. You forged my contract. You don't get no dirtier than that. Then he did it 2 or 3 times. He did it like 2 times. Man, forgery not no game, man. Then when the scientific writing experts came and I showed them the forgery, when I signed mine, they said, Mr. Hatch, that is...
Now, yeah, the case ended up getting rejected by the DA, but the fans are still looking at it like, it ain't about what happened after, it's about what you were willing to do. So Boosie could send his brother to jail, but Gucci can't send his employer to jail for stealing from him. Make it make sense. Okay, let's be fair to Boosie, because if I was a thinking man and I was a betting man, I would bet that Boosie would say the Biloxi case is null and void, because since when is it snitching if you tell on the police? Also, as far as sending his brother to jail, he may argue my brother's situation was personal. Gucci got claims to the streets, so he got to stand on it. He's saying his brother was a civilian. But then that raises another question. So the rules change depending on your image? Depending on how you see the people? Because if that's the case, that don't sound like a code. That sound like selective standards to me. That sound like selective politicking, my boy. And let's be real for a second. A lot of people scream, no snitching, nigga. Snitches get stitches. Until them charges hit. That code be strong until your freedom on the line. Then all of a sudden it's like, hold on, let me explain. Let me give you a little context behind the situation. You see, no, this was different. So now the conversation really becomes this. Is Gucci Mane wrong for protecting himself in a situation like that legally? Or is Boosie picking and choosing when the rules apply? Hell, is Boosie a rat? And more importantly, is no snitching really a code anymore in 2026? Or is it just something people use when it's convenient? BigJusLaFlare.
It's him.
What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy BigJusLaFlare. Welcome to the LaFlare Lounge with it. Now, as y'all see, the number one question still remains: what's snitching and what's not? Y'all see that the fans are saying, nah, Boosie, you doing some of the same things that Gucci Mane did that you just went off on him about. Stolen jewelry, fraudulent paperwork. But for whatever reason, when you do it, it's cool. When Gucci do it, he need to stop rapping again. He done raised all these gangsters, and now all of a sudden, man, you wanna turn the tide? You wanna jump the bushes? That's what you just said. Now, they might not be completely the same, but I thought that snitching was no cooperation with the police ever. We saw Cameron say, listen, if somebody was over there murdering little girls, raping little girls next door, I'm just moving down the street. I'm not telling the police. I wonder if Cameron feels that way today in his 40s and 50s. But that's another story. Boosie, you got some splaining to do. You see, Boosie, I don't even think you wrong. But by your standards, you wrong. You see, you must have forgot some of the things that you done, the things that you done said, because I'm just trying to figure out, when is it wrong to have some self-preservation in the legal eyes of the law? When is it wrong if somebody robbed you for legal documents to go ahead and pursue things legally? That's what you did. Some would say it's crazier to put the laws on your own brother than it is to put the laws on a nigga that you don't know and took off the street, put millions of dollars in his pockets, and when he went to jail and basically slowed up your investment and got out, he put a gun to your face and robbed you and told you, get me out of this paperwork. Who would you rather send to jail? Oh, wait. You was trying to send the police to jail. Listen, you a jail pursuing that nigga, ain't you? That's how I know we gotta stop using these internet conversations and trying to act like it's law. You see, Boosie has always been caught up in the allure of being a street gangster. It seemed like Boosie probably since a kid, that's what all he's ever wanted to be. And I'm not saying that Boosie don't stand for certain things and that he don't have morals and principles, but just like everybody else on the internet, it's selective politicking. You see, when Boosie does something, everybody deserves context. But when anybody else do it, Boosie saying, nope, these is the rules, these is the code that you gotta live by. And Boosie, you're being exposed. Boosie on here talking about Pooh Shiesty was a young nigga, he was only 25, don't send him up the river forever. Yeah, he wants you to kill him. But he's saying, don't send him up the river for life. Bro, at 25, you are a grown man. Boosie, you have 15-year-olds out here doing the unthinkable. Everything that you have said in regards to Gucci Mane is nothing far of being hypocritical. You had a 15-year-old allegedly off your baby mama brother. Shot him through a window. Bow. He had a tattoo that said, Boosie, who next? He was your professional hitman. So who are you to try to check anything talking about morals, principles, respect? The only thing you want to be valued as at 45, 46 years old is being a gangster. Well, you couldn't fathom the fact that Gucci Mane moved on from that. That Gucci said, you know what, I'm dropping this. But that ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Boosie in this interview. What do y'all think about the fans saying Boosie is a hypocrite, putting out these burdens of proof? Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and we out, baby. Boo!
IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.